Morning, Matt here. Another weekend, foggy one, wet one, so we'll have to work inside, which means the lighting will be bad. But hey, let's start with one thing first, because I want to show you just how much shit we have to deal with. So yeah. So here's what we're looking at. A lot of things not working. Now, this one and this one, I think those two are gearbox. So yeah, that's that jack in front, which I haven't fixed yet, so not a big problem. This one is a fuel pump controller, which I didn't switch over, and now I need to switch it over because the white car fuel pump controller obviously can control the N55 fuel pump. So as you can probably hear, the fuel pump is always running. I don't know why. And this one really annoys me. This is the electronic servo rack. So yeah, this can mean two things. Either I didn't fix the connections properly, which a moron I am. I didn't notice that the white and the black cars, so 140i and M135 have basically the same loom, which is separate to other looms. So yeah, we'll switch that over now and see if that helps. So that's the first plan. Then we're fixing the connector for this, and then we'll switch over this one, and then we'll see what happens. I've managed to pull this off. So this is the connector for the steering rack. And this is complete steering rack loom. Plus this is fan loom. These are needed because, well, that's broken. That's the fan. So here we'll disconnect it. So basically I can only change this and then extend these wires. But no, since I'm not sure that my steering rack loom is good, I'll change this completely. So this needs to go. So this needs to go back off. You have to play a bit in there. So yeah, we'll take this all apart, rewire this. So change this piece of the loom. Hopefully that fixes it. If it doesn't, then it means that the cheap steering rack I got was busted. So fuck you, whoever sold it to me. They said it was working, just a bit of damage, and I don't know. Anyways, time to get this. Hopefully we get that sorted. This part, on the other hand, is a bitch. This is an automatic transmission. Ooh, that's why I had so many errors on the engine side. What the fuck? Well, now this is where we are at. Just to show you a bit what wiring job on this car looks like. So these two we spliced. We will solder them now. And then this is connected, and all we need to do is we have this one and 3 more here. They should be here somewhere. 1, oh, and they're here, and we'll solder them here. And then sort everything out, and then hopefully the steering rack will work. If it doesn't work, then we are screwed. We need another steering rack. But let's solder this now. There, hold on. A bit of electrical tape, and we're putting this back in. This is now done. This is now routed, connected. Everything here is more or less, something's more, something's less, done. This is now routed as it should be routed. Oh, we just need a little clip here. This, I don't have a clue what it is. And yeah. And this here is now connected. So we started the day with 130 faults. 4 ECUs weren't being read. I've managed to diagnose the airbag problem. It's the, I don't know what it's called, the plus connection on the battery, which blows out when you have a crash. I need to change that. And also I have to code in the new airbag ECU or switch to one that should have been in this car, because a moron, I didn't switch it. We had, as I said, 4 ECUs that weren't working, and I was afraid maybe the steering rack is busted. Then you saw us switch the electronics, and guess what? All the ECUs are now working, but we've gone from 80 errors to 116. Now, well, since we had a bunch of work done, what we'll do is delete fault memory and then do another scan to see which of these are now done and which stayed on. Way better. 83 faults now, and all issues are active. Unfortunately, we do still have an error here. Probably need to code the new steering rack in. This, I know what it is. There is an ABS sensor missing. This is now okay, and this is now okay. So yeah, that, it wasn't an ECU fault. The fault was that one connector wasn't plugged in the front. This is way better. I think the problem now is that the gearbox is screwed into neutral physically, so yeah, we need to remove that. But for a better assessment, we'll have to check it out here. There are still 83 faults here, so yeah, I won't show you everything. But we are mostly done with this troubleshooting for now, because I need to put in the drive shafts. I need to change the gearbox sump, put in the oil. I need to put in the front diff oil. I need to sort out the front bumper, then put in the coolant. And the car should be ready to start. Maybe. We'll see. And then we'll continue with this piece of crap troubleshooting and getting all these faults off. So yeah, still a lot of work to do. If you ever have an idea of converting a car to something different, swapping an engine or something, and it's a modern car, like this BMW is, well, don't do it. It's fucked up. Let me tell you right now. This is one part we didn't swap over. These are the rear subframe mounts. And yes, they're different. I need to change them. Right here is a DSC ECU. You guessed it, we didn't swap it over. What that means is, now I have to try and code it. If I can't code it, I'll have to swap it over. So yeah, everything, every single freaking thing on this car needs to be swapped over. It is an N55. Putting the engine in, it's the easiest part. So many small details. And yeah, if you are still going to do it, fine. Get a donor vehicle. And don't get a crashed total donor vehicle like I did. Because every single detail here takes an hour. Whatever you touch takes an hour or two. It's crazy. Anyways, half shaft or axle or whatever you want to call it is in. This one, not. Why? Because it's here. Can't undo this one. Have to undo it. Then, once we undo it, we'll throw the CV joint and the boot from this one onto this one, and we'll have an working axle, because this one, while it is working, the boot is busted and probably the CV joint. And on this one, it's all okay. So we'll do that. And basically, we are done for today because it's cold, it's wet, and I'm done. I cannot do... Oh no, wait. I still have to put this in. So we'll do that. And I do have to change the gearbox filter, which means changing the gearbox sump. So we'll do that. And then we're done for today. So just give me just one more minute, which will turn into like 2 hours. So let's do that. Here's the difference. That's the difference. And that's where you mount the brace, which this car now has. So yeah, let's put that on. Well, now, this one, it was a pretty boring video. Not much we could show you because, as I said, we need to do a bunch of small things, which every single thing takes a lot of time. It's boring to me. I'm sure it would be boring for you to watch. But we just wanted to show you that the progress is being made. It just takes a lot of time. And yeah, should be built soon. As I said, in the next episode, we expect this car to turn on. At least we'll try to turn it on. And until then, well, I hope you did enjoy this one, even though it was boring and nothing got done, nothing you could see. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, give it a like. It means a lot. And yeah, why not subscribe? Because you need to see it now. We need to see it if it ever gets finished, and if it really will be the fastest 114i in the world. Because I'm hoping it will. Well, as always, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye.